All about sports betting, all about the Super Bowl as it's set to make history on the gambling front. Sunday's contest between Kansas City Chiefs, of course, and Tampa Bay Buccaneers is expected to draw $4.3 billion in bets. That's according to the American Gaming Association. For more, we are joined by, of course, a man who's going to be very in the know about it. Jason Robins, DraftKings CEO from a very cold Boston. Wonderful to have you with us, Jason, as always. Talk to us about what are you expecting, numbers, projections. Give us the data because our audience loves it.
Well, we're in a quiet period, so I can't talk specific projections, but what I can say is only about a little over 2.5 years ago, the Supreme Court overturned the longstanding federal ban on sports betting, and that first Super Bowl afterwards, we were in one state with our mobile sportsbook, New Jersey. Last year, we were in 5 states with our mobile sportsbook. This year, we're in 12, so definitely been great to see the pace at which states are adopting, and Super Bowl is our Super Bowl. It's the biggest time of year for sports, really, in general, in the United States at least, so we're looking forward to a really big weekend.
Yeah, I'm placing my wagers on how many times Tom Brady gets sacked. I am curious that once we get past the Super Bowl here, Jason, sort of what type of trend lines do you see? I know you have other big sporting events in the spring, but there's always seems to be a lull once you get to the summer. Is the level of activity that you see, is it sort of, is there sort of a flat curve that you can look to throughout the course of the year?
Well, if you look at the Super Bowl, there's no bigger day in sports, so it's always going to kind of be down after that, but there's still a lot of exciting things going on. There's NBA season in full swing. There's National Hockey League. College basketball really starts to ramp up with conference championships, then going into March Madness. And then baseball season typically starts towards the end of March and April, along with the Masters and other exciting things like the NBA and NHL playoffs starting in the spring. So there's always something going on in sports. It's hard to top the NFL. The NFL is just so big compared to everything else, and the Super Bowl is such a massive event. But there's still a lot of really great stuff going on even after the Super Bowl ends.
Jason, bigger picture question. In the last 2 weeks, we've been talking a lot about investors shifting their gambling dollars to now gambling on stocks like AMC, like GameStop. Are you seeing positive or negative correlation to the rise of gambling on stocks as well?
We haven't really seen anything that would suggest that there's any impact from people using the stock market more or less than they had in the past. We're very focused on our own business. I think also due to how many new states have adopted sports betting and all the ramp that's happened with it, it's very hard, even if there were an impact, for us to tell anything. So, we just continue to kind of focus on doing what we're doing. I've certainly, as a spectator, been watching, and it's pretty amazing and crazy to see. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it in my life, what you saw with GameStop and some of these other stocks. But, for us, it's really been just such a whirlwind in our own industry that we have a hard time focusing on much else.
Talking about that whirlwind, furniture store owner Jim Mattress Mac McGeanville bets $3.46 million on the underdog Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's pretty crazy betting. Are you seeing such things at the moment, such one-off huge bets? What are the sort of ticket sizes like? How much are people wanting to go all in?
Well, that's the largest bet we've ever taken. I think it's probably one of the largest bets ever taken in history. So hard to top that one. Mattress Mac continues to outdo himself each time he makes a big wager on a game like this. But, really the Super Bowl attracts a lot of big bettors. We do see more people making big bets on the Super Bowl than most other events. And, a lot of people have very strong opinions about what they think will happen in the game. So, it always makes it a little more exciting, and depending on your individual situation. Mattress Mac, for example, has run some promotions that he's trying to hedge against a lot of times with his bets. So it's not just about that, the thrill of betting for him. It's also, hedging against his core business, his furniture business.
Yeah. I always appreciate that Caroline does her homework and her research here. Well, one of us has to do it. Jason, only a couple of minutes left here. I am curious, just real quickly here, about competition in the industry, and more specifically about the idea that some investors are starting to sort of speculate about consolidation. Do you see that happening?
Well, I don't know. I mean, we haven't really, thought too much about that. I certainly think in every industry there's ultimately a phase of consolidation. I'm not sure when that will happen in ours. we're really just focused on trying to have a great experience for customers, have the best product and technology, really be great and the best in class at data, and have the most responsible program around compliance and things like that. And I think if we do those things, then the things that just sort of are natural progression in the industry will play themselves out, and we'll be in a great position either way.
All right, so who are you betting on? Kansas City or Tampa?
I wish I could bet. I have to watch it as a spectator, but I love both teams. Mahomes, a great competitor, but being a Bostonian, hard not to root for Brady. It'd be really amazing. I mean, and he's already the greatest of all time, but to see him do this, wow.